Kind of a late stream. Playing Chernobylite.
Подъем, Игорь. Пора выдвигаться.
А? Что? Я, кажется, задремал. Ладно, погнали.
Что ты такое?
I'm in a cutscene. For some reason, the game
Что,
likes
профессор,
to
передумал уже?
default
Если
to
собрался дать
English
заднюю,
language.
лучше скажи сейчас.
Ну уж нет. Пора наконец разобраться с этим делом.
It's weird. See, it's on English. Gotta do to fix it.
You sure this plan of yours is going to work, Professor Kimenyuk?
Igor, please. And yes, it will. You two take care of your part, and I'll take care of mine. All right?
Try to keep a low profile. Last thing we want is a firefight.
A fire? What are you getting us into, Igor?
It is necessary. It's something that needs to be done.
I don't like riddles, Professor. But you're the boss.
Reminds me of that night op in Syria. Remember that, Olivier?
I do, unfortunately.
I was expecting to, like, be at the base. Am I in a dream?
Misha, we can't! We have to
Flashback.
fall back! The pressure's dropping. Downstairs, now! Go, go, go!
This is no time for bird watching, Igor. Let's go. Through the fence. The sewers.
Wait.
Sewers. Oh, and down into the underworld we go.
It's nothing but a hole in the ground, Anton.
Oh, does anyone else feel itchy? So, how bad is the radiation around here these days? It's been a long
This guy
time,
is
right?
dead.
Do yourself a favor and don't think about that right now. Let's focus on doing the job and getting out of here in one piece.
Wait, I'm confused. Day save. Day 16.
Wake up, Igor. We have to go.
What? I must have dozed off for a moment. Let's go.
What are you?
Having doubts, Professor? If you're thinking about backing out, you need to tell us now.
Not a chance. Let's get this over with.
You
Okay,
sure this
this is
plan
like
of
a
yours is going to
flashback.
work, Professor Kimenyuk?
Igor, please. And yes, it will. You two take care of your part, and I'll take care of mine. All right?
Try to keep a low profile. Last thing we want is a firefight.
A fire? What are you getting us into, Igor?
It is necessary. It's something that needs to be done.
I don't like riddles, Professor. But you're the boss.
Reminds me of that night op in Syria. Remember that, Olivier?
I do, unfortunately.
Misha, we can't! We have to fall back! The pressure's dropping. Downstairs, now! Go, go, go!
This is no time for bird watching, Igor. Let's go. Through the fence, into the sewers.
Sewers. Oh, and down into the underworld we go.
It's nothing but a hole in the ground, Anton.
Oh, does anyone else feel itchy? So, how bad is the radiation around here these days? It's been a long time, right?
Do yourself a favor and don't think about that right now. Let's focus on doing the job and getting out of here in one piece. Igor, if the shit hits the fan, get yourself out of sight until we take care of it, okay? Don't be a Giroi.
Don't panic, Olivier. No Girois here. Only some desperate people walking into the heart of darkness.
No talking. Go.
After you, Igor. Ladies and eggheads first.
funny guy, huh?
Shit, Igor, get down. Get to the sewer entrance. We're right behind you.
False alarm. Must be those fucking rats again. And in the second half of the game as well. Fuck me. Johnny won't school to music anyway. Quit yapping. That truck didn't drive here on its own. Keep your eyes open and your mouth shut.
Stay in the shadows.
Let me see. This game reset on me? I'm confused. Wait, did I die? I don't think I died. Load. Manual checkpoint. Okay, here I am at the base, as I should be.
How are things, Professor?
Simulation.
Yes, comrade. We think that this subject could be the key. Patient 0. Yes. She was pregnant. Only a couple of weeks. Yes, we were surprised too. No, she won't tell us who the father is. Based on the intel that our friends in the KGB provided us with, we've got 2 possible candidates. Unfortunately, one of them is already dead.
One moment. Okay.
Absolutely, comrade. We've taken every precaution to make sure that Emilieva and her child are safe and sound. We're very curious too. We could be on the brink of something big here. Yes, I will keep you posted.
Dear God, Tanya? She was with child? Our child? And she was this patient 0. They were using her for their experiments from the start.
Oops. Oh wait. I go down. I probably should have paid attention where I came from. Oh, never mind. I went the wrong way. The right way.
My little bird. My little sweetheart. Soon you will see the blue sky, the meadows. You will hear the sound of the ocean, smell the pine trees, feel the sunlight on your face. You're a very special boy. You have a bright future ahead of you. I want you to go far, far away from here and be happy. Don't be afraid. I will always be close to you. In your heart, in your deepest memories, find me there.
It's time. We have to hurry.
I love you, my sweetheart. Your mommy loves you very, very much. Now go.
Tanya was kept prisoner here. A child. Did someone take it away from her?
Yes, this is regrettable. My men are looking into it.
Regrettable? It's a fucking disaster. How could you let this happen? If someone finds out...
Mind your tone, comrade. I was fighting in Afghanistan when you were still pissing in your underwear. Now the boy suffered from acute autism. Couldn't even speak. My bet is he's probably lying in a ditch somewhere. However, he couldn't have escaped on his own. Someone helped him.
No,
Are you saying it was an
PlayStation.
inside job?
It's too soon for definite conclusions, but yes, I would say so.
So, it must be a spy, a CIA asset.
You KG people see spies everywhere. That probably explains why your arrest records are so high. Saddam is on the brink of invading Kuwait. I'm sure the CIA has more pressing problems than your research. No, this is not the CIA. This is someone closer to home. Don't worry. I intend to find out who.
Look, General, I'm sorry I spoke out of turn before. I really do appreciate your work. You are vital to our efforts. The Duga project and our research, it could be bigger than nuclear weapons, bigger than even the space wars.
I guess I probably don't have to wait for the dialogue. I can continue walking forward. There's plenty of space.
A lot is at stake here, even the future of the motherland. I already spoke with some of the party members, and...
Let me be frank with you, comrade. The Soviet Union is falling apart at the seams, and I don't think anything can prevent that from happening. I'm not a scientist, but I've seen enough to know that this, Chernobylite, on the other hand, could be the key to our future. We all have to do whatever's necessary to prepare for it.
So, Tanya had a boy, and he escaped. Was it mine? God, if it was, I can't. Ah, compose yourself, Igor. Looks like the KGB was trying to expedite the Chernobylite experiments. Maybe they were even hoping that the findings would prolong the life of the Soviet Union. Clearly, they didn't succeed.
Oh, I just realized I crashed last time, and crashing probably made my system think I died in the game. And so I had to restart the game. But not really, because I could choose a checkpoint save. thing. Let me save a clip of that. Yeah. Web of Lies. The only Black Stalker. Investigation board. Do a save. Let me double check my inventory. Yeah, I'm stocked up.
Got a sec, partner?
Shoot.
I know how to make small, shaped charges. Perfect for demolition locks.
Right. I can see that coming in handy.
But first, I need you to pick up the plastique left over from the Dugar radar operation.
Let's see. Agree or express doubts? Agree. Let's see.
Sounds like it's worth it.
I'm a practical man. I wouldn't go suggesting shit like this if it was just a waste of time. I built my first pipe bomb when I was 8. I can make a charge from just about anything.
How did such a promising young man ever end up here?
I've left some plastique in my old hidey-ho. Bring it here and I'll get it to work. Ready to go?
Sure.
I'll mark the building on your map. It's in the Duga radar facility.
Side missions. Oops. I'm doing the main mission. Assign missions to these people. Olga needs a mission.
Charges? I always knew that you had something explosive hidden inside of you, Professor Kimunu.
So she said.
Just be very careful, love. Once you help someone, you can easily become responsible for them.
Okay, Sashko. I'm in position.
You should find the place no problem. It's in a one-way story building on the perimeter of the Moscow Eye.
I think I know where it is.
Yeah. Check the side areas. Oh. Kinda dark. Yeah, I already made myself lose some health bars from the radiation. But that's the max still. Ooh. Got startled there. Internally. It's a portal thingy. Oh, it killed the soldier. Actually, I probably should scan. I still gotta look for pictures for an investigation board. Oh, these things are kind of gotta be. I will remove what is this? No, this is the radiation. Okay. So there's a few enemies somewhere.
Another hour gone? He's behind cover! Flank him! We've got a visual on a hostage!
Well, I shot him, one hit, one kill in the leg. What's the green? Oh, 'cause I think there's a picture to pick up over there. Actually, I'm not sure. What's all this green stuff? There's a shotgun and ammo. Okay. If I wanted to pick up, I don't know. Mainly looking for photos. Oh. Gunsmith. Yeah, I don't see any collectibles.
You came to finish the job, you bastard!
What the hell happened here?
Use your eyes, genius! That goddamn creature from hell got the drop on us.
Here, this should get you back on your feet.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
Okay, let's see. Going up here, which is that way. I think that could be a collectible up there. Unless it is the others. Oops. just gotta get back up. Can I get back up? Is the question. Yep. And you get another floor higher. In this area, there's something up, 2 points of stuff up there.
Do you have open graves to find girls to fall in love with, Igor?
Do you have to open graves to find girls to fall in love with, Igor?
Heed the call from the void.
Heed the call from the void.
Repeat the words coming from my dead lips.
Repeat the words coming from my dead lips.
En Marana Domus Nava Chronatus.
En Marana Dominos Nava Chronatus.
Crudux Cruo.
Crudux Cruo.
That doesn't sound good.
Stop grasping what cannot be grasped.
Stop grasping what cannot be grasped.
Forget about her.
Forget about her.
Dig deeper, and pain is all you're going to find.
Dig deeper, and pain is all you're going to find.
How's my psych? Oh, okay. My psych is missing 2 bars.
That which is not dead. That which can eternally lie. And with strange eons, even love may die.
That which is not dead. That which can eternally lie, and with strange eons, even love may die.
Do you have open graves to find girls to fall in love with, Igor?
Do you have to open graves to find girls to fall in love with, Igor?
Heed the call from the void.
Heed the call from the void.
Repeat the words coming from my dead lips.
Repeat the words coming from my dead
Okay.
lips.
Yes, we
En
can't.
Marana Domus
Okay.
Nava.
En Marana Dominos Nava Chronatus.
Shot himself. Okay, I'm trying to get to the top floor. There's a point of interest, maybe even a collectible for my investigation board. It's just a matter of finding the right way up. I want to see if there's any alternative ways inside. Nope. Or maybe from this side of the building. Sounds eerie. I don't want to be jump scared. Oh, evil monster bug. Okay. And I got a point of interest over there. And I can get out of this building.
Stop right there. You're on Pripyat Bradford turf now.
You mentioned something about trade. What kind of thing? What about this?
That'll be one food ration.
Sure thing.
There you go. It's just...
You mentioned... What kind of...
Sorry, you go...
I better be...
Bradford!
Okay, let's see what I got. A lot of ammo. Oh, point of interest. Visited? No, they made a mission. So what's that green stuff? Yeah, it's ammo. If it was like a 2D square-looking object, that could be a an item. Oh, wait, wait a minute, that was just there.
Sashko, I found the plastique box, but it's empty. There are some droppings and... is it possible rats took your charges?
Well, shit, those sneaky bastards must have been really hungry.
Now what?
Well, no charges means more work for me and also more work for you. I can make the compound from scratch, but that means I'll need the ingredients from somewhere else. But first, we need to take care of the rat problem.
What do you mean?
You got the detonator? Press the button.
Why would I do that?
To blow these bastards to Rat Kingdom come. I don't want them running around with my charges.
Slow down. You have no idea where those explosive rats of yours are. They could be under the floor or in the walls. I don't harbor any secret love for rats, believe me, but this is just stupid.
Press the detonator.
All right. Time to meet the great rat catcher in the sky, my furry little friends. Nothing? Shit.
You actually pressed the button? I'm impressed.
Nothing happened.
Of course nothing happened, goofus. It's a dummy. But well, right? Igor Kimenik, professor, lover, pyromaniac.
This was another of your idiot stunts? You know, I know I should be surprised, but actually I'm not.
It's not a real detonator. It's just a prop. I was just messing with you, Professor. Trust me, I wouldn't risk the life of my brave companion like that. But you still need to go to find my other stash and bring me the components I need. It's right next to the connector.
Spread out and search the area. Keep an eye out for the explosives.
Sashko, I found the building, but it's crawling with NAR soldiers. Looks like they know about the stash. Any ideas?
Fuckers, they must have spotted me earlier.
A little heads up would be appreciated next time.
Hey, you got this, man. You're better at this shit than you give yourself credit for.
Thanks, but...
You're breaking up. I'm losing signal. Igor, signal.
Sashko! Sashko! Damn it! Oh.
I repeat, we've got men down!
More enemies. Oops. Oh well.
Sashko, I found your components.
Glad to hear it. For a moment there, I thought I might lose my favorite partner in crime.
Oh, never mind. I already picked that one up.
Was that supposed to be humor, Sashko? Not bad for a first try.
Living Dangerously trophy.
Sashko, you know the difference between dynamite and nitroglycerin? I need you to be more stable, like dynamite, and less like nitroglycerin, which will just blow a person to hell for no reason.
You want to make an omelet? You gotta crack a few skulls, am I right?
If you know so much about eggs, how about helping out with the cooking?
Nah, that's your department. I'll stick to what I'm good at. Blowing shit up. What's up, Igor?
Tell me about your time with Yura Kirpish.
Why the interest all of a sudden?
You tested me because you wanted to know who you were working with. Now, I'd like to know more about you.
Fair enough. Well, I did a few things I regret.
Like what?
The businessy term for its goods redistribution.
You stole from the rich and gave unto yourself.
Not myself. We used to have a, guess you would call it a fund. Something like a joint bank account. Everyone had to contribute. It was used to pay for our wages and bribe the police, but also to help anyone struggling, living in poverty. Yuri Kipish is one nasty motherfucker. He also takes care of his neighborhood.
He sounds like a real hero.
You don't get it. How could you? You never wondered where you were going to sleep at night or when you'd get to eat next?
A lot of people are born into poverty. They don't all become criminals.
A lot of people are living a life of quiet desperation. I don't agree with that. I don't give a rat's ass about other people's rights and wrongs. I define my own morality. Never ask for anything and make your own luck. That's my motto.
That's pretty dark. I guess you don't have much hope for humanity.
Oh, I do. I hope it fucks itself over for a good one day. Once and for all.
Hey. Fantastic. I'm ready to learn.
Life on the streets taught me that quick reflexes can mean the difference between coming home and coming home in a box. Sometimes it can help you dodge a bullet. I mean, not literally, but you can remove yourself from harm's way. Let's see if I can teach you some new tricks, old dog. First, breathe from the bottom of your belly. Slowly flex that diaphragm. Feel the air filling you from your toes to the top of your head. Now, don't hold it. Just release it. Not too slow, but not too fast either. Focus on your breathing and repeat the exercise 3 or 4 times. Okay, talk is cheap. I'm gonna fire the rubber bullets at you. You try to anticipate the shot and cover before you get hit.
Hi, Eric.
Hello.
I bet that hurt. It'll make you remember your training longer. Take cover, Igor! Ha! That was fast. You're pretty spry for an over-the-hill pre-perestroika scientist. Take cover, Igor! You're getting good at this. Take cover, Igor!
Okay, really easy training.
Nice moves, old-timer. You still got it. Outstanding. You got the reflexes of a teenage gangbanger on Crystal. I'd take you into my crew. No questions asked. Nice moves, old-timer. You still got it.
To crouch.
How are things, Professor?
Hey, Sashko.
About what? I can show you.
Let's do this skill.
Fantastic.
I don't like parkour, but running faster would be helpful.
Hey, partner. Welcome to the maze. This is a new trick and you're an old dog, but what the hell? It may even save your ass. You're welcome. Please don't make me regret setting this up for you. It was a major hassle. Anyway, I get to test this training ground on you. Your job is to enter the maze and find the exit as fast as you can. But keep in mind, it will require some stretching. Just follow my lead and try to keep up. Ready? Let's go.
This is not a parkour game.
Don't just stand there. Jump, drop your hips and bend those knees.
It's like we're at boot camp.
Gather momentum. Crouch. Army crawl. Lead with one foot and I'm mightily impressed, Igor. You made a great addition to our gang back in Moscow when I was running for a year at the Brick. Anyway, it's good to exercise at your age. It has a rejuvenating effect. You already seem 10 years younger.
Really easy. Okay, talk with everyone. That's 1, that's 2. This is 3.
Hey there, boss man. Got a minute?
Sure. What is it?
I need to ask you something, Igor. And you have to be absolutely fucking straight with me.
Whoa, Mikhail. Should I be scared?
No, but I need you to really take me seriously. I sometimes get the feeling that you don't. What are your plans with NAR and Kozlov?
I don't know yet. Why?
Because I've got a feeling that you'd be willing to parlay with them, even come to some kind of agreement. And I want to make sure you understand that I won't fucking allow it.
Is that so? What would you have me do, Mikhail?
Annihilate the motherfuckers, that's what I'd have you do! Hang Kozlov from the highest branch of the tallest tree in Pripyat!
Look, I came here to find Tatiana. That's what matters to me.
Right. That's what matters to you. And what about me?
There's a lot of anger in you, Mikhail. I get it, but...
But what? But your motherfucking pain is better than mine?
This guy's
You pose as a cool and level-headed guy.
unhinged.
But sometimes you act like an egocentric prick.
What do you want from me, Mikhail?
Tatiana is your goal, not mine.
Intense.
I will have my closure, and I'll have my revenge. You have no problem using me for your mission whenever it suits you. There may come a time when I use you for mine.
Please, just try and cool off. Don't do anything rash.
No promises, Professor. No fucking promises.
Here's a funny joke. If you know someone that accidentally touched poison at Ivy, tell them next time don't do anything rash. Funny joke there.
I need to talk to you, Igor.
Sure thing, Olga. I'm all ears.
My people and I, we've been fighting the lurkers for a while now. They're terrifying, but if you make enough holes, they'll eventually drop. I've killed a couple of them, but never really asked myself what they are. You're a scientist, Igor. Do you know?
Nothing certain.
But you must at least have some theories, right? What do they want? Why are they attacking everyone?
I don't believe they want anything. I think they're very basic life forms without any will of their own. Although, they do seem to be guided by something.
Something like what?
Chernobylite, perhaps. These creatures obviously interact with the material.
So Chernobylite is not just a crystal? Are you saying it has a will of its own?
It's just a theory. The truth might be more complicated.
Everything's always gotta be complicated with you scientists, huh? Useless. Until you find out more, I'll have to settle for shooting those things in the face or in the... somewhere else.
Check out my plants. I don't know, these must take several days to grow. I don't know. Now I just gotta organize my storage. weapons. Do I have extra weapons? I got a shotgun, which I do not need. So I'll scrap some stuff. Recycling. Recycle this ammo, I don't use it. Put my resources in here. Oops. Storage number 2. Let me move this down. Organize. I got too many first aids. And these. I don't use those. Okay. Ready to sleep in the game and start the next mission. Yeah, my health bar went up.
Help! Eva! Paul Magitya! Oh, the devils are coming for me. I can see them skulking in the bushes. They sniff me out, the dirty rats. You have to help me, Mousy. I am the only one who can defeat the Rat King. The junkyard in Kopachi. You hold the fate of the world in your hands. Please, hurry.
Okay. Doing that one. Let's see. There, everyone's got a little mission.
Why did Tarakan turn to you for help? He's been here a while. Surely he has other people who can do his bidding. He knows more about you and me than he's letting on. Watch out, my love.
Let's see, any point of interest. 2. Oh, evil. Okay, where's the teleporting? These things give you radiation and take away your health. Owen's got outnumbered 3-1. Almost died. At nighttime. They also take away your armor too. Oh, entering.
We have to go. There's been an accident. We need to evacuate the children and staff. Buses from all over the country are coming to pick everyone up. Hurry!
But I can't just leave the kindergarten unattended.
No discussions, please. You'll thank us later.
Dolls are everywhere. Going to this other point of interest. Come on. Okay, there. Scan.
Stay in the shadows. Become invisible. None of you are safe.
Ah. Spooky doll. They just like making dolls appear. Now doing the main mission. Oh, rats. Are these the rats from the previous mission? Oh, dudes. Oh. Oh, he shot me. How did I get hit in the head? But my character's a little Odd.
That's a lot of blood. NAR must have really worked him over. I hope he's still alive.
What's up with this? It's like a dead... I mean, he's the Rat King. No. It's just something about a Rat King. Dead rats everywhere. I hear a monster. Somewhere.
Keep digging. That was our friend you killed. You can thank your lucky stars we're in a hurry.
Don't rush it. I want to watch him sweat away his last seconds before the bullet. For Misha.
Keep digging. That was our friend you... Keep digging. That was our friend... Keep digging. That was our friend you killed. You can thank your lucky stars we're in a hurry.
Don't rush it. I want to watch him sweat away his last seconds before the bullet. For Misha.
Keep digging. That was our friend you killed.
Okay,
you can thank your lucky stars we're in a hurry.
Don't rush it. I want to watch him sweat away his last seconds before the...
Okay. Let me, save a clip. I made, like, the dialogue repeat. I was like, I must have been getting out of range, and then within range, it made the dialogue repeat. Scan the area, so I can see these bodies better.
Divine Providence guided your hand. I'm too important to be killed by NAR's minions.
We seem destined to keep running into each other, so you might as well come on board.
Your heart is conflicted, Mousy. I'm not sure what to make of you. You helped me, but I cannot forget that you failed the great Ratcatcher's test.
You got what you wanted, didn't you? I covered your tracks, and the NAR didn't get into your place.
That's true, Mousy. I'll join you, but you're on probation. Make sure that you don't disappoint the great Ratcatcher again. Or me, for that matter.
King of Mice, gold trophy. Right now I'm decently far in the game where I'll be the blue screen for a second. I'm gonna say a couple 10 seconds. My next trophy is 7.6 rarity. Oh, 7.6% rarity. So people, only 7.6% of people made it this far in the game. I am following a guide to choose the right dialogue so the missions show up. Like, if the NPCs have a bad reputation, they'll leave. You'll miss out on some missions. But you can use this special resource to rewind time and change your choices. I hear a monster. I'm gonna take that out before heading back to the base. Is it in here? Maybe I should, like, take away my radiation. Heal. Remove my psych. I might add some psych. Well, oh. Joke's on you. Get sniped. I'm not jumping down there when I hear the danger. Maybe if they were quiet and didn't make noise, that would have been a jump scare. Even in death, they still make noise. Scan the area, see if there's anything. Oh, there's nothing. Heading back to the base. I'll see if the NPCs have anything new to say. Collect my farm, sleep, do the next mission. Oh, and some inventory management too.
I've got some questions for you, and it's very important that you answer as best you can.
I will certainly try, Mousy.
First, how did you get Tatiana's music box?
She came to me. The woman in the red dress.
She came to you? Where? When?
In my dreams. She has haunted my nights for years. She told me where to find it. The music box. She mentioned you, too.
What did she say, exactly?
She advised me that you could be an important instrument in the fight against the Rat King. She also wanted you to see the music box, to convince you that all this is real.
I keep seeing her too. At first I thought it must be my imagination, but...
No, don't say that. She's completely real. Don't doubt it for another moment.
Why was NAR trying to kill you?
Isn't it obvious, Mousy?
Nothing is obvious to me right now.
I'm the only person who stands between humanity and the Rat King. His minions will try to kill me every chance they get.
Okay, why don't you retire the act for a while? Who are you, really?
What act? There is nothing more real than this. Tarakan is more real than you are.
Does your name have some special meaning?
Tarakan means cockroach. And that is what I am. A humble being reborn from the ashes of Chernobyl's destruction. Tiny, but resilient. I used to be a person like you, Mousy. But when divine providence called upon me to face the Rat King, Tarakan was born.
That's what social isolation does. Make you crazy.
All right. Good talk.
My resources.
What's new, Igor?
Nothing much. What about you? Still thinking about Anton?
Yeah. We had some great adventures together as mercenaries.
I remember Anton talking about Kashem. What was that all about?
Kashem was a nasty piece of business. How much do you know about the civil war in Syria?
Not much. I've had other things on my mind.
You and the rest of the world. Nobody cares about those people. For the big players, Russia, the US, China, most of these war-torn countries are nothing but a playground for testing their weapons and making policy. It's called war by proxy. Us mercs usually play a supporting role to the armies on the ground, supplying intel, equipment, and tech. There's an unspoken rule that we never attack each other directly, but sometimes we get in each other's way, and then things can get out of hand. That's what happened in Kashem. Assad's forces, backed by Russian mercenaries, clashed with the SDF, which was supported by the US. The US used dozens of drones, fighter jets, and helicopters to pretty much annihilate the opposition. Anton and his mercenary buddies weren't equipped to deal with that kind of air superiority. He watched some of his friends die, and came close to getting killed himself.
I admire your bravery and dedication, Olivier. And Anton's. Still, I can't help but wonder why we keep killing each other over some godforsaken strip of land. It goes against everything I believe.
And I admire your idealism, Igor. But you're in the minority, and sometimes violence is the only way to solve a problem. That's something I think you're going to learn in the near future.
Hail and well met, old chap!
Hi, Mikhail. What's up?
Ever heard of Pamir?
Sounds familiar. Wasn't that a mobile nuclear power plant?
Chernobyl on wheels, yeah? How cool is that?
Doesn't sound very cool when you put it like that.
Imagine this, a convoy of 4 big-ass heavy trailers. One with a reactor, one with the gas turbine, one with a control room, and one for housing the staff. 5 years worth of fuel. If we had one of those here, we could power our base for as long as we need.
Right. I remember now. This monstrosity was developed by the Belarusian Academy of Sciences Institute of Nuclear Energy in the 80s. Another fantastic idea that came to nothing. And after the Chernobyl disaster, the people of the Soviet Union weren't so keen on gambling with their health, so they scrapped it.
I still think it was cool. Kinda like in Mad Max.
Mad what? Anyway, don't worry about our power supply. I can always build more generators.
Sure. But I'd still take Chernobyl on wheels over a dozen generators.
Couple more of these NPCs to talk to.
Stay away from rats, Mousy.
For sure. I can't stand those furry little ankle biters.
We'll build an aeroplane. We'll soar above the forests. We'll soar above the forests. And then we'll come back to Mama. But Mama isn't there anymore. Where is Mama?
You're always creeping me out, Tarakan.
Mama was taken by the Rat King. 1, 2, 3. The Rat King is always watching.
Taken where?
To Ozersk. Mama was a chemical engineer. She helped build the power source for the very first Rat King.
Ozersk? City 40?
The Rat King gave the order to hundreds of thousands of mice. And the poor little creatures kept on digging, 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 digging. In the rain, in the mud, in the snow, in the freezing cold. Many died. When the big hole was finally ready,
You must be speaking in a metaphor. Or like
Your mum
an
was there?
analogy.
then she vanished. She turned into stardust. They always do. Mama was close. Close enough to see everything. She was discovering the mysteries of the Rat King's energy.
Was he a
The
miner?
key to Chernobylite.
Makes sense.
I'm sorry, Tarakan. I know how it feels to lose someone you love.
Like, it makes sense the way he's talking. He must be been a miner, you know, digging tunnels, and the tunnels collapsed. And, yeah. Alright. Let me give this person a weapon and armor. Let's see. The weapon I'm gonna give him is that one. I'm gonna scrap 2 of these other weapons. Move this up here. Organize. Talk to. Oh God, where is she hiding at?
Hey there, old timer. What's cooking?
Nothing much. I need to remember to check the dosimeters.
Ain't radiation a stone-cold bitch? That raggedy-ass old man. The other one, I mean, was rambling about it not too long ago.
About what?
About Pripyat being contaminated even before the Chernobyl disaster. You're a scientist. Is there any truth to it?
Tarakan may not be the most reliable source of information in the zone, but in this case, he might be right.
Explain.
For starters, the choice of Pripyat as a location for a nuclear power plant was a mistake.
Was it? It's fairly secluded. Nothing but woods and swamps. Perfect spot to keep things secret.
Swamps, exactly. Swampland is very poor in certain minerals and elements. Same goes for the vegetation in this whole area. Because of this, the local plants absorb pretty much everything very quickly. Even if it's poisonous, like, for example, the radioactive isotope of iodine. Also, both the Soviet Union and some NATO countries have been testing nuclear weapons like crazy since the 50s, pushing millions of tons of radioactive fallout into the atmosphere.
Right. I watched something about that on YouTube. Castle Bravo, Tsar bomber, serious shit.
And it only intensified leading up to 1963. The nuclear players wanted to conduct as many tests as possible before the PTBT came into effect.
PTBT?
The Partial Test Ban Treaty, an agreement between the USSR and the West that nuclear testing should be conducted underground only. But hundreds of nuclear explosions had already polluted the atmosphere all over the world, including over Chernobyl. If someone had bothered to take a Geiger reading of the marshes around Pripyat before building the power plant, they'd have found out it was already irradiated.
Unfucking believable.
Let's see what kind of skills this person has.
What's the matter, Mousy?
Hey there, Tarakan. I was wondering if there's anything you'd like to teach me.
But of course. I have been blessed with the wisdom of the great Ratcatcher. And I've also spent a lot of time in the zone. I can give you some pointers.
Oh, that'll be useful.
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn.
This is a big day for you, Mousy. For today, you get to be the cat. Thanks to your PDA thingy upgrade, you can now detect those pesky NAR soldiers, shadows, and living creatures in general. I also replaced your regular battery with a more advanced one. For a while, you'll be able to run a scan more often than usual.
Cool.
But throw it away afterwards, or it will explode. Whether you're out on a hunt or simply trying to avoid danger, it's pretty useful if you ask me, Mousy. Now let's do a live practice. I'll hide, and you find me. I hope you understood everything. You're such a clever Mousy after all. Close your eyes and count to 100. And no peeking.
That's an absurd amount of seconds to be counting. Oh, not seconds, numbers. No numbers, seconds, I don't know. Oh. Ah, there he is.
Well done, Mousy. See how useful this can be? Remember, it's hunt or be hunted. That is the law of nature.
Useful
To impress
upgrade.
me, Mousy, you will make a great addition to the great Ratcatcher's army.
Let's see. Store my stuff away. Oh, I need some more lock picks. I think I can hold a maximum of 5. Running out of space. Actually, no, I don't. Not yet. Shotgun. Where did I get that from? Oh, wait. I think I was gonna give it to him. Yeah? Okay, then I need to craft some armor for him. Whichever thing that is. This one. I'll give him tactical and make.
What's the matter, Mousy?
Let me take a look at your gear.
Of course, Mousy.
It's getting that one and that one. too many consumables on me. I don't need this. Okay. Scrap it. Now I just need to look for Olga. Is she still here? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. She's gotta be down here somewhere.
Have you heard of cloud seeding?
I've heard that it's possible. Why?
Because it was used to save Moscow from the Chernobyl fallout at someone else's expense.
There's a lot of crazy theories surrounding the Chernobyl catastrophe. What's your source for this one?
My mom told me it's what caused my father's thyroid cancer.
But there are a lot of factors involved in...
My mother was a doctor and a chemist. Trust me, she would know. Anyway, she told me what it looked like. Fighter jets shooting bullets with silver iodine in the radioactive clouds. The rain would wash down the toxic particles. The first cleanup operation was just 2 days after the Chernobyl disaster. Obviously, it was done in secret. The goal was to make the rain fall on smaller cities and villages in Belarus and Ukraine, where the cloud could reach Moscow. The little people suffered because of it. No one can even guess how many people died in the radiation-related diseases in the following decades. Of course, the authorities denied it. They're still denying it even today. Every time I think about it, I wish I had 1 or 2 of those fuckers in the sights of my Moss and Nugget.
I find that hard to believe.
Naturally. I heard you were once a true believer in the system.
It's not that simple.
No need to explain yourself. It was a long time ago. I just hope you're smarter now. Those in power will always think of themselves first. Communism or no communism.
Let's see, sleeping place. I could upgrade my sleeping place stats. Bunk bed. There. Upgraded that. Radiation security. Let's upgrade that. That's upgraded. Now air quality. Oh, power access. Come on. Making this place super crowded. Now I need to upgrade air quality. Can I stack these? Yes, I can. Now I need to increase radiation security. Again. And then quality of life needs to be 1,000. Add some plants. There. All maxed out. I even have skill points to upgrade something else. Let's see what this rat guy has.
What's the matter, Mousy?
Hey there.
But of course, I can.
This one.
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn.
Okay, Mousy. I upgraded your PDA. The scanner now uses much less energy and charges faster. It's useful when you need to find something to eat. Let's go hunting. We may as well stock up while we practice. Use the upgraded PDA to track down and shoot some small game.
Okay. How am I gonna attack it, though? I see it. Oh. Equip.
Remember to take the meat. We're not doing this for fun. That's enough, Mousy. Come back here. We should thank the great rat catcher for blessing us with this meal. All right, Mousy. It seems you've got the hang of it. Well done.
Okay. saving. See if there's anyone there. Hello. I'm gonna start the next mission. I'm done maxing out my base stats. Even got skill points out of it.
Igor, I've got to talk to you. Some serious shit is about to go down.
What is it this time?
One of the big fish is flying into Kapachi. We have a chance to intercept him. We have to act on this intel now.
Let me check my dialogue options. Dig deeper and ask about VIP. See. Okay, I'll ask.
Who is this big fish, anyway?
No idea, but it's gotta be one of NAR's top people. A real 100,000 ruble suit type.
Well, that's not much to go on. Could just be a waste of time.
It is 100% worth a shot. Imagine what kind of intel we can squeeze out of this guy. Just go over there and check it out for yourself, okay? I know a good vantage point.
All right. But let's make one thing clear first. I'll do the talking. I've got a feeling this big fish might not survive your squeezing.
Sure. Whatever you say, boss. I'll mark the location on your map.
Okay. Mission done. Doing the main mission. These NPCs are doing whatever else.
Nothing is ever as it seems with Mikhail, is it? What is he dragging you into this time? The NAR fish tank is a very murky and dirty place. Can you really tell the difference between a big fish and a bottom feeder when you meet them?
Let's see if I have any side objectives. Yeah, 2 over here. Now I can scan for enemies. I can scan every 5 seconds now, which is pretty good. Ooh. So I now don't have to worry about accidentally walking into an enemy while I'm scanning. Because I can see the enemy that's scanned. So there's a point of interest. It's underground. I mean, I was here before. Let's scan. lockpick room somewhere. Scan it all. Do I have 2 guns on me? Oh, I do. Okay. I just picked one up in this room. Don't need it. I'll recycle it. One more side area. Just gotta figure out how to get out of this room. They're like dark places, dark, crowded places. Going in circles. Is there a way out of here? I don't know. There it is. Okay, that was a point of interest, I guess. Ah, enemy. I'll take them out. Pre-firing. Oh. Yeah, I'm terrible.
One guy! Get him!
I'll loot them all. I don't really need any of the resources. I have plenty. But I am looking for collectible picture frames. I mean, photographs.
I'm in position. How is this a good vantage point? No tower? No hill?
Right. You won't need a tower. There should be a control unit nearby. Find it and power it up.
Oh.
Found it. What is this thing? Mikhail, what are you not telling me? And where is this big fish?
He'll be flying over in a helicopter pretty soon. All you need to do is fire up the missile defense system. The rest is automated. Pretty fucking awesome, right? It's old Soviet technology. I found it totally by chance. Don't tell me that's not a great fucking plan.
What? You want me to shoot down a helicopter? Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Au contraire, mon frère. It's the perfectly rational thing to do. Cut off as many of the Hydra's heads as you can! This is insane, Igor. You've no idea who's on board. I know we want to take down NAR, but blowing unidentified targets out of the sky is a war crime.
Okay, the dialogue. Refuse to shoot down helicopter.
This is fucking crazy! I am not going to shoot without knowing for certain who's on board that helicopter. It could be women and children for all we know.
You've got to get your head straight, pal. Everyone here, everyone in that chopper, they're all NAR volunteers. Every one of them deserves to die for what they did to me and my friends!
I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm not going to do it. It's over, Mikhail.
You couldn't pull the trigger, huh? I knew it. Don't send a fucking pussy to do it. Ah, fuck!
Accept it and move on. That's not how we do things around here.
You think you can tell me how we do things? My best buddies were slaughtered by these assholes. They tortured us. They clamped electrodes on my fucking nipples. Can you imagine what that's like, huh?
Calm down, Mikhail. I want to get them as much as you, but not like this.
I'm not going to fucking calm down. You robbed me of my revenge. You think you're something special, fucking egghead. Really, you're just a common thief. You are a major fucking disappointment, Igor.
Rip. But that was the right. Well, trying to have all the characters to stay on a team, and I gotta choose certain choices. Whatever choice you get, you do, one character will increase, the other character will decrease. Let's see. Can't check. I got great, good. See, he was at great, now he's good. So. But then bad. I mean, this guy starts off bad. What you do if you destroy the or use it to. Oh yeah. Okay. Mission's done. Getting out of here. Quick one.
What the hell was that?
I don't have time for cowards and pussies, which is what you are. Piss off!
Tell them to stay.
I know we have our differences, but you really ought to stay. I need you here.
Damn right you do. Don't you ever forget that. What's up, my bud?
I was just thinking, Mikhail, how did you get to be so knowledgeable about herbs and plants?
Why? What's so goddamn strange about that?
I never said it was strange. I'm just curious. You created your own compendium. No small undertaking.
I studied a lot, you know.
You studied botany? At what school?
Best fucking school there is. The University of Life.
I see.
Give me that look.
You can trust everything I wrote down, to the letter. I've always been into plants and mushrooms. All different kinds. Everything in my compendium has been tested by me personally. So if you've got a problem with any of it, you can stick it where the control rods don't shine.
Really? But some of this stuff must be poisonous.
Well, I have a strong stomach. But yes, I've had my share of accidents. Luckily for me, my stalker friends were there to save me. Adrenaline and gastric lavage are my bosom companions.
Sounds serious.
How else would I know what's edible? It's a little something I call the scientific method. You should check it out yourself sometime. Wait, aren't you a scientist?
Ingesting unidentified plants and mushrooms doesn't sound like the scientific method. It sounds like suicide.
But I'm here, though, am I not? That means I'm right.
Okay, fine. I just hope my stomach is as strong as yours.
He doesn't get the Darwin Award. Okay.
Mikhail, you've been around. You could teach me.
Skip. Perfect survival.
Actually,
yeah, let's save up for that. Let me double check real quick. Okay. Talk to the other NPCs.
How are things, Professor?
Nope, he's got nothing to say. What about this one?
I can hear his voice again, Mousy. He whispers.
The Rat King is talking to you.
I wouldn't call it talking necessarily. It's more like a feeling of impending doom. Terror. It's always there, rustling about in the shadows. I can feel its gaze upon me. Inhuman, infernal. Like something from the void.
Who is the Rat King?
Bet you ask, what is the Rat King? Its mind is beyond the comprehension of us mortals, Mouse.
But surely I can do something to help.
You are helping, Mousy. Yes, of course you are helping. You are my right hand in the struggle against Rat King's forces. But the final battle will be mine, and mine alone.
Why?
As the poet said, the best laid plans of mice and men often go to shit.
I see. And I'm the mouse in this quote?
Why wouldn't you be, Mousy?
Recycle some things. That, okay. A lot of ammo. Hello. Oh. And okay. Metal scrap, don't need that. talk with the other NPCs, see if they have anything new to say. Oh, I forgot to collect all my food.
What's up, Professor?
I'm thinking about our next move.
I'm tired of all this thinking and planning. When are we gonna get up off our hands and do something? We should be out there, giving NAR 9 kinds of hell.
Do you really hate them that much?
I don't hate all of them. I even have a few contacts who help me with trade. But on the whole, NAR is pure evil. They should be destroyed, pulverized, eradicated, buried, wiped off the face of the earth.
That sounds a lot like hate.
They took my mom and my friends from me. Those fuckers capitalized on human misery. What could be lower than that? Rented the area from a corrupt government to make billions of dollars on unknown, untested technology? And then they have your Tatiana. Should I keep going?
Right. Yes. Tatiana's why I'm here. And if I find out they did something to her, they will pay. But bringing down NAR is not my priority. I'm not here to make the world a better place.
But you should be. I don't get it. I could never understand why your generation made a pact with the devil.
What would you have me do instead?
Shoot the devil in the face, preferably with both barrels of a sawed-off over-under.
In the area you're so nostalgic for, you could be arrested for nothing whatsoever. Speaking out of turn, or purchasing bread without your ration card. And they'd round up your family too. In order to survive, you compromise. Sometimes that compromise is ugly.
I would have fought against my oppressors.
You'd have done shit. The KGB would have thrown your ass in Lubyanka in less time than it takes to buy a counterfeit watch in Red Square. But times are changing, I guess. Perhaps your generation will usher in the change we need, Olga.
Let's see. Any other NPCs I forgot to talk to? I was not counting. I got Olga, the mouse person. I think I already talked to that one.
Want to hang out for a bit?
Yeah, good idea. Is there something you wanted to talk about?
Actually,
Why don't you tell me about yourself? You're from Canada, right?
Yeah. My grandfather moved there from Ukraine when that was still an option. I grew up in a military family with military traditions. You might say my upbringing was as straight as the barrel of a gun. It was as much a curse as it was a blessing.
Your family's perfect, I guess.
Our fathers keep tormenting us long after they've passed. Isn't that so? You know what's worse than being raised by a control freak? Being raised by a control freak who's also a former army colonel and a goddamn millionaire.
Sounds like you had a lot of expectations to meet.
Oh yeah. But whatever I did, it was never good enough. Not even after I made it into JTF-2. The top of the top. An elite unit of the Canadian Army. But I wouldn't give up. I was relentless. I was eventually promoted to my own command, and then disaster struck. We were ambushed near Raqqa in Syria, and everyone was shot to pieces. Except me. Every day, I think if only I could go back and change what happened.
I'm sorry, Olivier. That must have been hard.
It still is. I never went home afterwards. Everyone thinks I'm KIA. I'd rather be a dead hero back in Canada than a living failure.
Well, that's quite a story. I know you'll find a way to deal with your past, Olivier. You're strong enough.
Time to sleep and do the next mission. I like to save.
We need to talk, Igor.
I'm all ears.
Got some intel that needs acting on. NAR is preparing a huge shipment of munitions, maybe food as well. We can't let this opportunity go.
Well, you're not wasting any time on that radio, huh? Sure, I'll look into it.
Okay.
Olivier wants to play soldiers, Igor. For him, everything is war. And the spoils of war. What about you, my darling? What is your mission? The NAR doesn't care about anything or anyone. Deaths are just numbers on a page for that greedy corporate beast. And the beast won't allow you to pull out its teeth so easily.
Let's see. No point of interest. Just gonna head straight to the objective.
Let's leave this place forever, Igor. Let's just go, please.
Leave? But where would we go?
Anywhere. America or Western Europe. With your brilliance and my charm, we could live any place we want.
Well, that's a dangerous fantasy, Tanya. The kind that could get us arrested. You know that. Our life is here now.
This life, as you call it, is going to be the death of us one day.
Hello. Hit the bodies, hit the floor.
Olivier, I'm up on the roof. There's a signal flare in the distance.
I assume it's red?
Yes.
Must be the drop zone. That's your target. Time to roll. Good luck.
Yes, sir, Olivier, sir.
Anton was a good guy, so let's do our best. For him. Try to keep a low profile out there. Don't let NAR spot you, and don't take more than you can easily carry.
Yeah, my inventory's... I gotta go all the way down there. Can't find anything in here. I hear a monster above. To make that sound. Yep, it's marked. Probably should follow the road instead of going off-road. Okay, following the road. That's what the monsters look like. Oh. They could see me through the door. Window, I mean. My nemesis is assisting a little much. I'm not gonna bother looting it. I already have the loot from it. Oh, enough loot.
Engage the target.
Oops. Makes me dizzy.
He'll come out eventually. Everyone be ready.
Oh, forgot to reload.
No mercy.
The guy wanted me to be quiet, but
Olivier, I can see the crate.
let's try
It looks
everybody.
promising.
Well done. I know you worked hard for this, but don't get greedy. Remember, low profile. Don't listen to that soldier boy. Fuck low profile. Remember the pointers I gave you, Igor. Be a pro. Igor, any ammo you leave behind, they're gonna use to shoot you in the ass. Blow that shit sky high.
Let's see. I'm gonna choose. I'm choosing my. I have a screenshot with the dialogue options to do. Oppose Oliver and blow it up.
I'll take my chances. We don't get many opportunities to really stick
To
it to
increase
them like
my
this.
reputation with that Tarek, whatever his name is, who likes rats. My reputation with Oliver is already good. Or great. Yeah, I think it's already great. Oh yeah, I probably should get out of here. I hear... What's the dead one? So they still make noise even if they're dead. Which is kind of eerie. Got worse, but it's still good. Teleport out of here.
What was that bullshit back there, Igor? I thought we had an understanding. Why would you do something so reckless?
Look, I appreciate your advice and everything, but you're not my father. I can make my own decisions.
Clearly you don't give a shit about my advice. But have it your way. Whatever. Let's see how far you get. Acting like the star of some shitty action movie. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going back to monitoring NAR comms. Find out how much damage you've done to our cause.
Okay.
How's it hanging, Professor Egghead?
Michiel, what is that devilish cacophony blasting from our radio?
You're obviously no fucking Gopnik, but you'll learn. This is the music of the zone. But you were born here. How can you not know this stuff?
Well, don't forget I spent many years in the UK. James fucking Bond, remember?
Right. You definitely missed some vital history, like the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Yanayev Uprising, and Hard Bass.
The last one sounds especially ominous. What's that?
Not a big music fan, huh?
I love music. Listening to Tatiana play the violin is one of my fondest memories.
I mean,
Sibelius,
bass?
Rachmaninoff, Stravinsky, Prokofiev, Shostakovich, even Vivaldi.
Jesus H. Fuck Nugget! You must be like 100 fucking years old!
I'm not, though I feel like it sometimes.
We need to remedy this situation pronto. I want you to listen to Sex, Kvass, and Hard Bass. It'll change your understanding of music forever.
I have absolutely no doubt about that.
How do you do, Igor?
Fine. Fine, just getting ready for action. What's up with you?
Before I came here, I was involved with Greenpeace in Ukraine.
Oh, that's commendable. Any successes?
Well, the economic climate wasn't very good at that time. We staged some protests, I even chained myself to a tree once. But in the end, the police would show up and beat the shit out of me.
Don't be so hard on yourself. NGOs have always had it rough in our neck of the woods.
Yeah, it was like bailing out the ocean with a teaspoon. Somebody told me that when Greenpeace first came to Ukraine, they were immediately infiltrated by the KGB. I can't believe this world.
That was the Cold War mentality for you. Every foreign NGO worker is a potential spy or asset.
Some officials promised to help us build an eco-housing project for Chernobyl survivors, but in the end, it came to nothing. The construction company dug a huge hole for the foundation that disappeared with all the materials. And that was the end of it. One giant waste of time. I wish I had been born in your times, Igor. I would have done so much more.
No, you wouldn't. But you probably would have gotten yourself killed.
3 more NPCs to talk to.
Have you ever heard about the cannibal island in Siberia? Nazino Island?
I might have heard something, but...
But they don't teach it in school, right? Not the most glorious moment in Soviet history. I wouldn't know anything about that either. But that crazy old vagrant Tarakan told me when we were working together on another job. I wasn't at all interested, but he wouldn't shut up about it. So I told him I'd listen as long as he made it quick. Then he told me about these poor bastards. 5,000 of them, rounded up in cities and shipped to the island of Nazino, in Siberia. It was supposed to be a gulag, except there was nothing there. It was absolutely desolate. These guys were supposed to build their own prison.
That's horrible. When was this?
Not sure. I think Tarakan said the 30s. Anyway, they were given nothing. No tools, no equipment, and only 200 grams of flour each, daily. They ate the flour raw because they didn't know how to start a fire. Most of them were city dwellers. They'd never spent a day in the wilderness. Helpless bastards.
What was their crime?
Crime? They didn't have their identity papers on them when they were picked up. That's it. The secret police had a quota to fill. Of course, some of them were hard-boiled criminals prepared to do anything to survive. They obeyed only one rule: kill or be killed. And the food didn't last long. Tarakan said something about a teenage girl tied to a tree. This was documented. She was slaughtered and eaten by the other prisoners who'd gone mad from hunger. Anyway, the old dude Tarakan was really upset by the story. But did I find it shocking? Nah. I may not be educated like you, Professor, but I've got a pretty firm grasp on human nature. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. In the end, all that matters is who gets to eat and who gets to die.
Very uplifting. I admire your optimism, Sashko.
Hello.
Olivier, something you wanted to talk about?
Someone. What do you make of this Tarakan guy?
I don't know yet. He's a very complicated personality.
Complicated, huh? That's a cute way to say insane.
Well, that certainly is a possibility. But he also knows a lot about NAR, the Shadows, and the incident. Maybe even more than we do. We cannot ignore that.
You think his grotesque costume, the fetishes, and manic blathering are some kind of act?
Maybe. Maybe he's just got an overdeveloped sense of humor or something.
Fuck his sense of humor. Over the many years I've spent in the field, I've developed a kind of sixth sense. A gut feeling about people. Right now, my gut is telling me there's something sketchy about this guy.
Maybe your gut is just hungry. Did you consider that?
I'm glad your sense of humor is intact, Kiminyuk. But if Tarakan endangers our mission in any way, I hope you kick his shaggy shamanic ass out of our base.
One more NBC. think there's one more NPC to talk with. Let's see, I talk with Oliver.
How are things, Professor?
Talk with parkour guy.
What can I do for you, Professor?
The fuck you want?
I get lost track of which NPCs. The rat guy. I don't think I talked with the rat guy yet. Where's he hiding? One moment while I track this NPC down. Of course he's hiding in my terrible building of things.
I just remembered something, Mousy.
What is it? More rat stories or history lessons?
A cautionary tale. A wise Mousy can always find a tasty bit of cheese, if he's smart. But take care that the cheese isn't poisoned or sitting in a trap. You never know what you might find.
What are you talking about?
Odesk, 1957. Kapow! Evil rats were stirring the pot, trying to stick their ugly little snouts where they shouldn't.
Yes, I remember reading about that. It was a chemical explosion, right? Huge quantities of cesium-137 and strontium-90 were released into the atmosphere. Wasn't that classified?
While you were reading about it, my mother had to live through it. The placid Teca River, so beautiful this time of the year. But after the boom, so poisonous.
Yes, one of many regrettable failures.
No, Mousy. What you call failure, I call a deliberate plan of the Rat King. He lured the silly little mouses with a chunk of smelly yet delicious cheese. But it was poisoned. And the cheese you are looking for may be poisoned as well, even if it looks delicious. So be very careful, little mouse. Whenever you sense these machinations in the shadows, you can be sure that the Rat King has a part in it.
I'll keep it in mind. Thanks.
Now I sleep and I can start the next mission. Actually, some dismantling, I think. Too much ammo. Store my resources. forgot about the metal plates. I don't need them. Almost ready. Craft some more lockpicks.
No.
Oh, what I mean by no.
We need to talk.
Sure. Let's talk.
It's about my mother. Or rather, about what she found. I didn't tell you this before, because I didn't know if I could trust you. I think I know why they took my mom. She was dangerous to NAR. It wasn't a coincidence. She saw something. Even took a photo. You see, when NAR first came here, they pretended to be friendly. They offered free examinations to several sample shells, and even promised my mother medical assistance. It was all a ruse, of course. My mother was invited to their lab, and she ended up seeing something she wasn't supposed to.
She was inside their lab. You should have told me about this sooner. Do you know what she saw?
They were running experiments with Chernobylite on human subjects. All volunteers, of course. Soon after that, people started vanishing, my mom included.
Do you still have the photo?
No, my mom always kept it on her.
Is there any other proof to back up your mother's account?
No, but I can't see my mother lying about something like that. She only ever had the Samuel-Shell's best interests at heart. My mother was the least selfish person I've ever known. She wanted to help everyone who suffered from the Chernobyl disaster in any way she could. She paid the ultimate price for her kind heart. Now, I have to find out why and make this right.
I get it. Really. She sounds like an amazing lady. How can I help?
I know it's a lot to ask, but I need to know what my mother saw in that lab. I need you to go to Lenin Square and get inside. There must be something there incriminating NAR. This will help your search for Tatiana as well. If she's in the zone, she must somehow be part of all of this.
It won't be easy, but I'll definitely try.
Igor, a moment, please. I heard you talking to our she-wolf here. You don't want to go to Lenin Square. I don't think you're ready. Who knows what you'll be up against?
I think I've proved myself quite capable, no?
You can harness the power of Chernobylite. An impressive feat. But what if they find a way to disable it?
I've been taking risks pretty much since the beginning. It's the only way forward.
I admire your grit. But I've seen guys like you in the field. They never quit. Until they're dead.
Next mission. Food supply. Food stash. just do it like that.
It seems that Olga's mother was onto something. Something that got her killed. Could it be the key to finding out about the NAR's plans? Just be very careful, my love. I feel you getting closer to the heart of evil. Soon you may reach a point of no return.
See. No point of interest.
After the lab, Igor. Should be in the middle of NAR's camp. See if you can slip in unnoticed. Don't get in any fight unless you have to.
Sure thing, Mum. And don't worry, I've got my sweater.
You've got some issues, don't you?
Okay. Now's not the time to get distracted.
Locate the lab and try to reach it without drawing attention. You don't want to fight all these guys at once.
Maybe I do. I have the ammo, the health, psych, the anti-radiation. The X-ray scanning. Looking for photographs. Get my revolver out. Shoot everybody. Not even going for stealth. Just no one else heard me. Even though they're like above me. I think I need to go upstairs.
Prepare 50 mils of ferric chloride and 100 mils of chlordiazepoxide.
I know that voice. Where have I heard it before?
Right away.
Send everything to the main laboratory tent. Don't make me wait.
Yes, sir. Who are you? What are you doing in here?
That man on the phone. Who was it?
You're Kiminyuk. Dear God, please don't hurt me.
I asked you a goddamn question.
My boss, you mean? I don't know his real identity. Almost nobody does, I swear.
Do you really want to play it this way? I can see you're scared, and rightfully so. But it seems you're deliberately trying my patience.
No, not at all, sir. Please, I can't tell you what I don't know. But I can tell you other things. Just ask. Just don't kill me. I can be useful. You'll see.
Vanya, my patience is wearing thin. Where are those damned chemicals?
Now let me see. Take the call or ignore the call. Let me see. My dialogue options. Doesn't include. Let's do take.
Answer him, but casually. Relax.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'll send them right away. Apologies for the delay.
Spare me the excuses and move. I need that core diazopoxide and I need it now. You two, continue without me. I hope for your sakes you don't screw this up.
It would be best if you forgot I was ever here.
Of course. I won't tell a soul.
There's a lockpick door. There it is. So I can leave the building. I guess I didn't have to massacre everyone in there.
Look at the tissue structure. This used to be a liver, if you can believe it. We need to collect samples.
The brain is hyperactive. Look at the chart. But it still doesn't respond to any stimuli. The previous subject had quite a different reaction. What's behind this difference, I wonder? Age? Sex?
Oh, how do I get to that picture? I think that's a picture. I need to collect all the collectibles. There's a crawl space.
There are moments when I feel like a little girl in Murmansk again. I used to watch my dad working on the nuclear submarines, my mom preparing fish soup for dinner. I'm the same little girl with ponytails, riding a yellow bicycle and throwing snowballs at my neighbors.
Those are some beautiful memories.
It's more than that. It's like all these moments exist at the same time. Like I'm part of a circle.
That's deep, I think. But I have to admit, I don't quite follow.
Sorry, I didn't intend to burden you with my crazy thoughts.
Vanya? Finally! Who the hell are you? What did you do with Vanya?
Stay very still if you want to live.
Please don't hurt us. We're scientists.
Yeah, so was Dr. Mengele. Are you performing a vivisection without anesthesia? Administering shots of typhus? What are you doing exactly? I really want to know.
No, nothing like that. We're not beasts. We treat our patients as humanely as possible. But you have to understand that...
Scientific advancement requires sacrifice. Other people's sacrifice.
You make it sound sinister. But yes, everything we do is for the greater good.
How does it work? Are you shooting these poor souls up full of Chernobylite?
I can't talk about that. The NDA we signed is very strict. The penalties...
Did you just say NDA? Are you for real? Stop being a corporate stooge and start thinking about your own life.
Sure, you're right, of course. We started out giving them shots, but that was just the first stage. We're way past that now.
Uh-huh.
It was, you see. The fatality rate was... it didn't bring the desired results.
We've moved from administering nano-solutions to directly editing human genomes to enhance them with Chernobylite. We've developed our own Chernobylite CRISPR.
Your patients or subjects, whatever you call them. Especially the locals. What happened to them?
Which ones? There were many patients here. Some of them didn't make it past the final phase. The others, we don't know.
Don't let him dodge the question. Make him talk.
Look, please, can we all try to stay calm? Let us explain. Modifying genomes is only the first step. Next, we induce a state of superconsciousness in the subject's gamma brainwaves. It's basic neurology. The sympathetic nervous system begins to release enormous amounts of energy straight to the brain via the thalamic gate at the brainstem. When the thalamic gate opens, the energy flows to the pineal gland and... well, there you go. I don't like to use this term, but it opens a third eye.
A third eye? Right. Then what?
Enhanced by Chernobylite, the pineal gland can do incredible things. Release all kinds of energy, and even influence physical objects, as in telekinesis.
You're torturing people so they can bend spoons with their mind? God, what kind of quacks are you?
This is all following the scientific method, believe me. These are closely monitored, replicable experiments. Anyway, when the subject is ready for the final stage, we put them in an induced coma. Contrary to what you might think, it's for their own good.
Explain, and fast. What is this final stage?
Our boss calls it communion. It's when the subject's gamma brainwaves interact with Chernobylite's mental waves. Or, well, to tell you the truth, we don't know exactly what it is. Chernobylite is like a virus, in a way. It's not exactly inorganic matter, but neither is it a living organism. It's something in between. And it produces a type of brainwave, even though it clearly has no structured organic tissue.
Well, what's the purpose of this communion?
This is where it gets really interesting. You know that Chernobylite can be used to create wormholes, right? You've been doing it yourself. But these wormholes are special. Haven't you noticed? They're not a purely physical phenomenon.
I don't understand. What else could they be?
We know what singularities and the tunnels should look like. We know what they are in theory. But has anyone actually been inside one before?
Bullshit. I've studied Chernobylite too. The exotic energy it contains is powerful enough to create quasi-black holes and passages between them.
We thought so too, at first. But think about this. What if there was an organism, or a virus, an entity powerful enough to create its own singularities?
No biological organism could encapsulate that kind of energy, or survive if it did. A living entity would be torn to shreds.
But Chernobylite is not a normal biological organism, is it? We have no idea what it is. Just try and consider the possibility that the wormholes you're walking into are not something created outside of Chernobylite. They are Chernobylite. You're traveling through the veins and corridors of its multidimensional body.
But what does that have to do with this communion thing?
Isn't it obvious? We're trying to communicate with Chernobylite, or somehow influence it through the mental energy of our subjects. But getting inside this thing's mind, or whatever it is, must be a truly disturbing experience.
You're fucking insane, both of you. You need to stay away from the morphine cabinet for a while. I've heard enough.
Kind of spacing out. Did I choose this?
Who's your patient here?
I'm not sure, but she must have been carefully selected.
Selected? How? Did she volunteer? Or was she maybe run down and captured by soldiers in the woods? Talk!
I'm not familiar with the selection process. Our boss would know. But we know very little about him.
What's your boss in charge of exactly?
The entire biotech division, pretty much everything Chernobylite related, but mainly the impact on human physical and psychological functions.
After this mission, I'll be
clustered, regularly interspaced, short palindromic repeats. How does this work with Chernobylite?
It's similar to a standard gene editing tool. We take specialized protein from a certain bacteria, modify it with Chernobylite, and then target the exact genes we want to modify.
Wait, I know more about physics than genetics, but CRISPR is usually done on embryos, right? And it takes time, sometimes even years, for mutations to show.
Our boss developed his own methods. The process is applied directly in the subject's body. The speed of the mutations has increased exponentially. It no longer takes years, but weeks, sometimes mere days. Marvelous, isn't it?
Let's see.
Enough. All I've got from you so far is a bunch of gibberish. I want to see the actual research. Where do you keep your data? All the research data?
Check the database in this computer. Everything can be accessed from here.
It's password protected, isn't it?
Promise not to kill us and we'll tell you.
Don't worry. I don't give a shit about you. password?
23#98S$.
Listen to me very carefully, Igor. This research, this data, it's too dangerous to exist. My people died because of it. Delete everything. It won't bring my mother back, but at least no one will profit from her death, and the deaths of others.
You need to download this research, Mousy. This is the Rat King's brain stash. It's dangerous, yes, and inhuman. But it could contain the key to defeating him.
Download.
Looks like the Black Stalker is enhanced somehow by Chernobylite. The NER put him in charge of safeguarding their science secrets. These guys are telling the truth. They really achieved something incredible here.
Why did you do it? God damn you!
You did good, Igor. We will turn this information into a weapon against the Rat King.
Okay, I can head out of this mission.
I'm sorry, Olga. Nobody deserves to die so horribly.
I was hoping for some good news, but perhaps I was foolish. My mother, these people, they were all just used, processed. How could anyone do something like this? Anyway, did you find anything of value?
Not sure yet. Bizarre theories about Chernobylite, mostly. I don't know if I want to get into the details yet.
Try me. I'm not a bookworm like you, but I'm not stupid either.
Well, NER seems to think Chernobylite is like a giant turtle that carries our universe on its back. They figure they can tame it and ride it wherever they want. Like a pet.
A turtle?
It's just a metaphor, but the scientific theory behind it is no less insane.
Right. Thanks for trying, I guess.
Talk to the NPCs.
What's going on, Igor?
He's got nothing to say.
How are things, Professor?
Also nothing.
Yo, Professor K-Dog!
Good day, Mikhail.
Ever heard of Kasparovsky?
Actually, yes. I was already living in the UK when he became famous.
When I was just a little shit, my auntie took me to Slavitage to see him. That's only 50 kilometers from Chernobyl. He came to perform psychic healing sessions for the liquidators.
Psychic healing my ass.
Why do you have to be like that, Igor? Why don't you try opening your mind? Just crack that solid steel skull of yours the tiniest bit and let the possibility of a miracle in.
It's just not my cup of tea. I deal with cold, hard facts. Everything else is fantasy, or at best speculation.
But there are alternate worldviews and scientific theories, no?
No, there aren't. Unless you can prove something using the scientific method, it's no more than someone's opinion.
But maybe different scientific worldviews can somehow coexist. It's all in our minds, after all. Perhaps the Earth can be like a ball and like a pancake at the same time.
Earth is not a ball. It's a fucking oblate spheroid.
See? You're already coming up with alternate theories. Fucking A!
It's not an alternate theory.
I knew I could expand your worldview. I'm glad to have you as my friendo Igoro. But enough chit-chat. We got shit to do.
Sure. Whatever you say. Mikhail, you've been around. You could...
Perhaps of gathering and...
Actually...
Hi, Igor. How's it hanging?
No, I'm fine. What's up with you?
I was just thinking that I'll probably stay on for a while.
And?
And I think this place could use a certain something.
Something like a woman's touch?
Very droll. No, I'm not cleaning or redecorating this shithole for you, and I don't cook. That's not my job. I'm the hunter.
The hunter, eh? What does that make me? The housekeeper?
Look, everyone has a natural talent for something in this warehouse. Yours seems to be recycling junk and furnishings, and feeding us. So, yes, that does kind of make you the housekeeper. But hey, what's wrong with that?
No, nothing, I guess.
Great! Now could you try to make this place a little less of a dump, and maybe be a little more imaginative with our supper?
But those are prepared rations. What am I supposed to...
Ah! Maffei used to say, where there's a will, and so on. You'll figure something out.
I probably won't. But thanks for letting me know about my many shortcomings. Hi, Olga.
I'd be glad.
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn. Oh, great huntress.
No jokes while we're training, or I'll smack you upside the head. Got it? Today I'll teach you how to stay alive a little bit longer. Knowing how to use a medkit, healing salves, and herbs is obviously important, but I won't be talking about that.
What are you going to talk about, Olga?
About resolve, grit, and determination. About having the guts to do what's right, whatever it takes.
I get what you're saying, but what does it have to do with survival skills?
You know the stories about people who achieve seemingly impossible feats in times of crisis? There's this tale about an old woman who somehow lifted a tram because her grandkid was stuck underneath.
I'm sure that's an urban legend.
Even so, with inner discipline and strength of conviction, you can sometimes surprise yourself. Let me ask you something. Are you willing to die for Tatiana?
Without hesitation.
Good. Now what you need to understand is that she doesn't need you to die. She needs you to live. Stay alive, Igor. It's the only way to see this through.
My health bars went up.
You did good, Professor. Sweat, blood, and tears are the secret formula to becoming a master.
I can see things, Mousy.
Are you okay? You don't look so hot.
The terror courses through me. Present, past, future. A tormented, hungry beast about to burst free of its cage. A volcano of unstoppable force. Hellish green light and poisonous vapors.
Is this in the past or the future?
Future? Past? These distinctions are meaningless before a terror from out of this world. We awoke something that night in 1986. Something so alien. It is almost beyond our comprehension.
Beyond comprehension? I don't think so. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually. Everything has a scientific explanation.
Remember, Igor, this isn't just some stuff for you to power your fancy gun. It's so much more. You need to be ready for anything, Mousy.
Hey there.
But of course,
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn.
You know what the mouse's biggest strength is? Not its teeth, not its size. It's the ability to become invisible, or almost invisible. That is what I will teach you today, Mousy. The secret lies in camouflage and controlling your breathing. You can't literally become invisible, only I can do that. And the Rat King. But you can make yourself almost indistinguishable from your surroundings. Always stay in the shadows. Use vegetation to conceal your movements. Wear earthy colors like dark green or brown. Control your breathing. Be like a shadow. Be exactly like a mousy. So, let's put this knowledge to the test. I'll be the Rat King, and you try to sneak up on me. Ready when you are, Mousy. I can see you.
I got stuck right here.
Let's try this again, Mousy.
For some reason I can't turn around. Okay, but I still was able to get him.
You're a very gifted student, Mousy. Congratulations. I think you learned something today, Mousy. Hopefully it will be enough to keep you alive.
Oh, the skip line
That
carried
was a
over.
good effort, Mousy. Now you're better equipped to deal with rats.
Pressing circle is skip line, but it carried over. Oh, went away.
The fuck you want?
How are things, Professor?
What's going on, Igor?
Okay. Recycle some things. Save. Oh. I can complete the stalker investigation. I guess I'll do that one. On the simulation.
Listen, Georgi, I know what I'm doing, but there's no going back now.
I know, my dear friend. It's just that we lost such a brilliant mind that terrible night. I'm afraid of losing you, too, all over some romantic squabbles. And this misunderstanding also cost you your good looks.
I don't want to listen to this anymore. No more distractions, you hear me?
Oh yes, of course. I'm very happy to hear that it's all in the past now.
Good. So let's get to it. I would like to see some results as soon as possible. We both know that she's the key. We've wasted enough time already.
All right. Just don't do anything rash, please. We need to follow the proper protocols.
So my dear friend Boris worked with Semenov even after the Chernobyl disaster. I wonder what happened to his face. And Tanya is the key. The key to what? Gah, more secrets. I've got to keep digging.
Your trials were too aggressive, my friend. I told you that you were using too much, didn't I? I told you. You're lucky you didn't end up brain dead like the others. But here we are. Boris is dead. Truly dead this time. There's no reason to pretend otherwise now. I suppose I should have seen this coming. The mental projections you told me about, the visions, they've been building for some time. To be honest, I just thought that your hallucinations meant you were losing your mind. Prolonged exposure to Chernobylite often causes psychosis and hysteria, after all. Why, I've seen the test subjects babbling about Cthulhu, or wanting to save the world from rats.
Wanting to save the world from rats, so that one guy who we have on the team, he was a test subject.
You really did it, my friend. You crossed the Rubicon. You achieved something that no one has ever achieved before. Well, except her, but she has a different purpose. You will be the first of your kind. You will help me bring about a new era of human evolution. You will help me reach the stars. Forget your past. Forget your pathetic personal involvements. Distractions. Foolish distractions for the weak. Wasting your time seeking validation from others, but not anymore. You don't need any of that going forward. You're to be my right hand in the days to come. It's time to drop your old mask and don a new one. Time to become what you were always meant to be. The Black Stalker. Wake up soon. We've got plenty to do, you and I.
So it was Boris all along. He started the Chernobylite trials on himself and became the Black Stalker. Dear God.
His best friend kidnapped his wife, or something like that. Or trapped.
I've told you everything you need to know, General. What seems to be the problem?
The problem? That's what you're calling it. Look, I won't even pretend to understand what you and your lab monkeys are doing down there. And I wouldn't care if I did. What I do care about is this facility and the safety of my men. So the next time you decide to rush an experiment that can potentially release a bunch of fucking monsters into the world, please tell me beforehand so I have time to devise a strategy.
First off, the shadows are key to our research. They are hybrids that... You know what? I won't bother you with details that you won't be able to understand anyways. And second, actually, no, I'm responsible to the board, not to you, Kozlov. Your job is to safeguard this operation, not lecture me on things you will never come close to understanding. In fact, the board wants you to cooperate closely, very closely, with my right-hand man. I would like you to familiarize him with all of our security protocols.
This guy's name is Semenov. If you got rid of Ov, you just get Seaman.
Who? The freak in the black mask? You want to tell me who the hell he is? I like to know who I'm working with.
If you need a name, call him what the rest of your men call him, the Black Stalker. One last thing, I know you don't share my views on the future prospects of this organization. But don't even think about throwing in the towel. If we fail, there will be hell to pay for both of us. There is no walking away now.
So the NAR is somehow responsible for creating shadows. Or at least releasing them into the world. And Boris, the Black Stalker, is also involved in NAR security.
Rise and shine, Igor.
Tatiana?
There are things you need to face. Find me in Pripyat.
Tatiana? She's gone. Again.
Some missing pictures. I am saving. I gotta go to bed. It's almost 3 a.m. I'll continue streaming. And the next night, getting close to beat the game. Let's see, I'm also close to platinum. I have just a total of 9 trophies until the platinum. So 8 of those are trophies for the quests. 1 is for completing the board. This one. All the pictures. I'll probably do a guide to get them all. The woman in the red dress board investigation. 4.4% rarity. Night. I don't know what tour around the zone is, but next time. Later.